Sip, Hem Sip, Sip Sagai, Sip Dasi, Sip iPhone, Sip Atmatrai, Sip Gaurish, Sip Deepa, Sip Sukeshini, Sip Girish, Sip Bliss, Sip Karan, Sip Vanita, Sip Krishna, Sip Raju, Sip Sarala, and others who are still joining the call. Welcome. Today is a beginner's session. And in the beginner's session, the challenge is this: how can we start this journey of spirituality? How can we start this journey of enlightenment? Do you know what is this call all about? For those of you who are beginners or for those of you who are confused, this call is to discover a way to eternal happiness through enlightenment. What is the purpose of this call? We want to discover a state of eternal happiness. And how do you get a state of eternal happiness? You get a state of eternal happiness through enlightenment, switching on the light. So what is this light? How can we switch on the light? What is the method? All these are the questions that we have to ask. And then we have to get to realize the truth. So let us start. Does anybody have any questions? And the questions can be any question on the subject of spirituality. There is no restriction. You can ask questions on life, on death, on God, on religion, on spirituality. So you have got opportunity to ask any questions. And like you know, today is a day where you can ask the simplest of questions. You don't have to ask very complicated questions. You can ask, suppose you're not sure of some topic. You are not sure about, I've not understood this well. I want to ask. Or sometimes you feel, I have a very silly question. Can I ask you this silly question? No question is silly. All questions are good. So let us start. Over to you. I am at your service. Questions still. Beginner session. Every time the challenge is the first and the second and the third question. Then in the end, we are not able to close the session. Everybody comes in the last moment and we are not able to close by 8:40, 8:45, 8:50. We are not able to close. Bliss. Yes, Bliss.
Shwan, dear.
You're welcome.
Shwan, I would like to know what is the better way to be really in consciousness and don't feel the pain of the body.
By the realization. As long as there is no realization that I am the soul, I am not the body, we will feel pain. It's not that, let me tell you one thing. It is not I don't feel pain. I also feel pain.
Yes.
But I don't suffer.
Mm.
There is a difference between pain and suffering. One, you understand the difference in pain and suffering?
Yes, I understand. So
I don't know in French how to explain to you, but suppose I have a pain in my shoulder. I have pain. I have pain in my shoulder. The pain is there, but I am not suffering. Because I realize I am not this body that is paining. I am in the body. The body is paining. Okay.
I understand this, but it's not always easy
to
put the pain away and understand it's my body. I know it. I know it's the body that's pain, but sometimes it's very so unwise.
So it's not, I didn't say it's easy because to be able to separate yourself from the body when you are in the body is not easy. But this is consciousness. This is the consciousness that I am the breath in the body. I am the soul, but I am not the body.
I have to convince the thought.
No,
I have
you
to
cannot.
convince.
No, you cannot convince. You cannot convince. You have to realize.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
today I was talking to somebody on the
Mm.
problem of anxiety.
Ah,
Okay, anxiety. Now, everybody who doesn't feel anxiety, everybody feels anxiety. But what
it's
is
the mind.
anxiety?
Mm.
You know what is
It's fear.
anxiety?
It's fear for something not there yet.
But that is fear. Anxiety is a combination of fear and stress and worry, and you don't even know. You're sweating. You are so uncomfortable. You are so miserable, but you don't even know why. You don't know. You're just having anxiety.
Mm.
Sometimes you
Yes,
don't know the reason. You don't know the reason.
yes, because inside is run, 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 run.
Yeah. Inside is you are trying to make somebody happy, and you're trying to make somebody else happy, and you're thinking this problem and that problem, and what if this happened, and what if this does not happen, and what if this also happened, and this also happened, and this also happened, then how will I be able to do this?
Yes, we are not in the now. We are in the future, and it's cause
Yeah,
stress and anxiety. We have to be in the now. It's
yeah.
the best way to stay
Good,
calm.
good.
And
When you are the
peaceful.
now, then you will not have anxiety, you will have tranquility. You have
Yeah.
peace. Because the problem is not in now. The problem is if somebody is trying to steal your now, very easy to stop that. But the problem is not with now. The problem is anxiety is about what is going to happen, what is happening, what is continuing to happen. So
Yes.
we have to be able to block the mind, lock the mind, because it's all happening in the mind.
Yes.
Anxiety is not happening in consciousness. Anxiety is not happening in consciousness. Anxiety is happening in the mind.
You're right. Thank you.
Thank you. Rekha Parvan.
Shivoham.
Yes, Shoham.
Now there is no attachment as such, but is we think or we wish that our children are happy. Is this also an attachment or
Of course. How can you wish your children should be happy? How can you control your children's karma? Can you?
no?
Then what are you wishing for your children's happiness? Why are you wishing?
Hmm.
If
Okay.
if everybody could wish, if I could wish for your happiness, then the whole world would become a wishful place.
Hmm.
Is life all happening as per people's wishes?
No, it's
Then
karma. Hmm.
suppose your
Hmm.
sister is miserable,
Hmm.
and you talk to your sister, and because of you talking to your sister, you become anxious, you become miserable. How is going to help you?
Hmm.
You
Not
are
going.
trying your best to reduce the stress of your sister or the anxiety of your sister. Okay, if you can do it in consciousness, good, but you should not lose your bliss, your peace and your bliss.
Hmm.
If you
Yes.
lose your peace, then what's
Hmm.
the point?
Hmm.
See, this is all spiritual. What is spirituality?
Hmm.
Spirituality is what I tell you. It is the state of being in truth consciousness.
Hmm.
What is truth consciousness? If somebody is suffering, Rekha, what is the reason they are suffering?
Karma.
Then what can you do about their karma?
Can't do anything.
Can I do some karma now and transfer the karma to your account?
No.
Then what can I do?
I have to let be. We have
Yeah.
to let.
And especially with children, you are so
Hmm.
concerned about your children's happiness. Oh, one mother is so concerned about my children's. My lady says, I'm so concerned about my children's examinations. I'm not so concerned about his studies. I'm so concerned. I told the mother, you go to write the exam.
Hmm. Not possible, obviously. Hmm.
What can you do as a mother? What can you do?
We have to just teach them and leave it.
So can you teach? Can you take an injection and teach them by drilling the injection in their head?
No.
Then what can you do? A, B, C. Accept without protest. Do your best. Surrender in consciousness.
Yes.
A, B, C. For the you talked about your son, and you can. What did you say? Your question was, how can I?
No, even if I wish they are happy, is that also an attachment? I want.
Yeah, because as I told you, you're wishing their happiness. That means if you wish they are happy and they are not
Hmm.
happy, suppose you wish
Hmm.
your child is successful and they're not successful, that means it will become disappointment to you.
Hmm.
The realization that your wishes cannot become somebody's. If wishes were horses, then
Hmm.
beggars would ride. Have you heard that?
Yes. Hmm.
If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride.
Hmm.
You can't just wish away something.
Yes.
Oh, India is playing semi-final. India is playing semi-final with New Zealand. I am wishing India should win. India should win. I am wishing India will win.
No.
India will win depending on how they play the match, not on your wishes.
Correct.
And some people are sitting in Siddhivinayak temple
Hmm.
and they are doing Jai Ganesh, India should win, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, India should win. India will win.
No.
So let us get to the point. Okay.
Yes.
Meenakshi, thank you.
Thank you.
Open house. Anybody? Any questions? Meenakshi.
Hello, sir Shivam.
Yes.
Sir, but wishing is not harmful, right? Like it is kind of praying now. We are praying for somebody. We are,
My dear,
I think,
my dear, my dear Meenakshi.
yeah, sir.
Wishing और praying से क्या होगा?
होगा तो कुछ नहीं, sir. But I don't know. Some kind of satisfaction is this. Yes, we are we are attached to SIP, right? I mean, I am trying to be connected to SIP. So I think कर्मा तो सामने वाले का नहीं better हो सकता है, but एक
No, do you
खुद को
think? Do you think by wishing for somebody it will help them to become that?
no.
Then what is the use of you wishing?
I think this is mine. So I am talking about this like
You
this
know,
only. So
क्या होता है Meenakshi? The moment we become, see, that's why I say accept, don't wonder. Accept,
mm,
don't wonder. Replace hope with surrender. What do I say? Accept. Rekha Parvani also. Accept, don't wonder. If something goes wrong, accept. Don't wonder. And replace hope with surrender. So should you keep on hoping or should you surrender?
surrender. So
If you
I mean,
what is wishing? Wishing is hoping, right?
yes, yes,
Suppose suppose I'm telling you my child is going for IIM, IIT examination,
yeah,
and I am sitting in the temple with agarbatti.
yeah.
प्रभु 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 उसको एग्जाम में आईआईटी में फर्स्ट करना प्रभु उसको इसमें एडमिशन देना प्रभु हो जाएगा
नहीं होगा तो नहीं.
So should we do that or should we realize that we should rather teach them, help them do well and then leave it?
But sir, फिर then तो praying का कोई meaning ही नहीं है ना. Like I am praying for my liberation also. Like to say
Ah,
कि sir
You're
कि
praying,
I should be
you're,
liberated.
yeah, you're praying for the liberation means you pray like this. Oh, Sip, I, Meenakshi, the soul in Meenakshi, am praying that you give me the strength to overcome ignorance so that I can become one with you. O Lord, I seek you and nothing but you. O Lord, do not let me become prey to bhoga. O Lord, I
Hmm.
pray, give me the strength not to be attached to people. O Lord, I pray, keep me connected to you. Is there all this prayer, what I'm saying, workable, not workable?
Yes, workable, sir.
But is it,
Now
oh
I'm
Lord,
getting it.
huh?
Now I'm getting your point. Not for bhoga. I should pray for this. Yeah.
Suppose you say, oh Lord, I pray, make my husband enlightened. Will it work?
Hmm. No.
No. But suppose you say, oh Lord, I pray, give me the energy so I can help my husband to become enlightened. Will it
Yeah.
work?
Yeah.
Now you understand the difference of the prayer?
Yes. Yes.
You agree? You agree or you don't agree with what I'm saying?
Agreed, sir. Getting it.
So let us pray for the strength and for the energy for us to do what we can do. Prayers are very meaningful, but let not prayers be some fancy wish.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I used to tell myself, when the idea is not right, God says no. When the time is not right, God says slow. When we are not ready, God says grow. When everything is good, God says go. So this is a very ordinary prayer. I used to have it long back when I was a teenager. But that's why Meenakshi and rest of you in the call, every day in the call we learn something. And some
Yeah.
of you who don't attend the call, sometimes I feel so sad for you. Like today, in the last 10 minutes, we have learned at least 10 things.
Yes.
And we don't learn how to pray, how not to pray, how not to be attached, how not to wish. And in an ordinary session, just an ordinary beginner session in 15 minutes, we have learned more than 10 new things today.
Yes.
So this call, don't take this call lightly. And some people like Ashok Chotwani and others, they sit on the table and they are making notes. Making notes. Very important for you to take this call seriously, because this call is your life. This call is your peace. This call is your happiness. This call is everything. Don't miss it. This call is your life. Okay,
In
good,
fact, I
Meenakshi.
call it magic. I call it magic call. I am feeling like that only. Like any problem, solution is here.
Because relationship gives now. I am just a loudspeaker. I am just a TV. I am not means I am just projecting the message of SIP to you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Rajendra. And tomorrow we don't have a call because I'm in a plane to Switzerland. So if you have a question, ask me today. Otherwise, you have to ask me on Friday. So don't wait for tomorrow. Ask me questions today, right? Rajendra and
Sir,
Sanjay.
Shivam sir,
Yes,
Shivam.
sir.
Sir, how can the steps in Dhyan Yoga and the experiences thereof be explained literally? Literally, बोल के किसी को explain करना हो कि ऐसे ऐसे ध्यान करो, ऐसे ऐसे होता है. Can it be like explained like that?
Dhyan yoga.
ध्यान योगा कैसे करते हैं,
Don't
वहाँ क्या होता
don't
है?
don't try to explain dhyana yoga to a newcomer. They will not understand.
Okay,
Explain the importance of dhyana.
okay.
Explain the importance of meditation. Explain the importance of silence. That day we had a guided meditation. You remember, हमने क्या
Yeah,
किया?
yeah.
Just, and some people, they are doing meditation with coffee in their hand. A coffee, and they're eating toffee. हाँ? एक हाथ में कॉफी, एक हाथ में टॉफी और दूसरे हाथ में मेडिटेशन. कैसा हो गया concentration? Now, if you want meditation, teach people still the mind. The mind is thinking 50,000 thoughts a day. I told you, somebody is talking, for example, to their sister. And their sister is wild. The sister's talking, yeah, who, he, ha. You are not bothered about mother, and you are not bothered about father, and you are not bothered about your daughter, and you are not bothered about. Oh my God. Oh my God. क्या हो गया? It's the mind. I know somebody else, that person's wife called in the middle of a corporate meeting. वो मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर था, उसके सामने 20 लोग बैठे थे कॉर्पोरेट मीटिंग में, and he has got his private number. The wife has a private number. So the wife calls and says, hello darling, क्या हो रहा है? तो husband क्या बोलता है? Husband बोलता है, we are having a corporate meeting today and we are discussing the budget for the next year. And I'll speak to you later. रख रखता है. फिर वो फोन करके बोलती है, hello darling, who are there in the meeting? वो चुपचाप रहता है. फिर वो बोलती है, what are you doing? He cut the call. Again she called. What are you doing? He said, I'm playing cricket. Now she cut the call. Then she called after 5 minutes and said, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing football. और कोई कॉल आया नहीं, कॉल आना बंद हो गया. So what I'm saying is, you have to be in a state of consciousness. So teach people meditation means still the mind. Still the mind. Teach people mind is bombarding you with thoughts, thought. In thought we are caught. तो राजेंद्र, ध्यान में योग है तो बहुत एडवांस बात हो गई, वो कोई नहीं समझ पाता है. Please teach people, if you want to contemplate, if you want to realize who am I, which I told you, don't have coffee in one hand and try meditation. Shut off eyes, आंख बंद करो, कान बंद करो, मतलब block the room, नाक बंद करो, don't do, नाक बंद करो मतलब don't keep smelling pav bhaji, and stop the tongue, don't keep eating chocolate and toffee, and don't touch anything. Still the mind. Then they will tell you, हाँ सर but कुछ नहीं होता है सर. सर जब ऐसा होता है मेरा माइंड फिर भी बंदर माफिक जंप होता है. It doesn't matter. Sit quietly. Let people try to, Rajendra, tell people, try to be silent for 2 minutes every hour. I challenge people, if you are silent for 5 minutes every hour, and if you are not enlightened, I will give you 1 crore. हमारे इस कॉल में मैंने किसी को बोला, ओके मेडिटेशन करो, हर मेडिटेशन. The lady asked me how to do meditation. I said every hour you have to do 5 minutes when you're not sleeping. She said, when I'm sleeping, how I can do? I said, sleeping don't do. Then what I should do? Every hour you do 5-minute meditation. Done, Rajendra? So I told her,
Yes.
every hour आपको मुझे WhatsApp आना चाहिए. अगर आप every hour you are doing meditation, you -8, how many hours you sleep? I told. She said 8 hours. 24 minus 8, 16 times a day. Send me message. पहला दिन 16 messages. दूसरा दिन 14 messages. Third day 10 messages. Then 8. Then 4. उसके बाद मैसेज आना बंद हो गया.
Yes.
So teach people the importance of silence. Dhyana. Dhyana means concentration, contemplation. Shut the senses and be silent. Sanjay and Rekha Parvani and Archana. Piyutak Archana. Yes. Sanjay, Rekha,
Mayor,
Archana. Yes.
Mayor,
Shubham sir.
everybody. गाइडेड मेडिटेशन अब आप कब करवाएंगे जी?
आप जब बोलो. So guided meditation is depending on public request. हमने एक बार किया. If many people want guided request, if I get many WhatsApp, we will do it immediately. Guided meditation is very important, and whenever I feel if there are no questions, we can start guided meditation. But always questions are always there, and we can do guided meditation once a week, once in 2 weeks, once a month. It's very easy for me to do guided meditation. There's no problem. So you decide as a group, you WhatsApp me when you want guided meditation, we will do it.
What will happen after death?
At death, one of two things happens. Har maut pe, everybody who dies. Yesterday, who died? Subrata Roy. Subrata Roy, one of India's richest man, who spent, I think, 10 years in jail. I don't know how many years in jail. For whatever reason, I'm not interested. But one of India's billionaires died. One of two things happens. One, if he is enlightened, he becomes one with God. Two, if he is not enlightened, the moment he is gone, next moment he is born. The moment he is gone, The body is gone, but the one who was Subroto Roy, he had karma. He took his karma. One moment he is gone, next moment he is reborn. In 99% plus cases, people are reborn. In less than 1% of the case, a person is united, is liberated, is united with God. एंड डेथ इज सर्टेन संजय, हर एक को मरना है, हर इंसान को मरना है, लेकिन आप नहीं मरेंगे, आपका बॉडी मरेगा
जी।
और जब आपका बॉडी मरेगा, when your body dies, one of two things will happen. Either there will be liberation or there will be reincarnation. So when somebody dies, one of two things happens: liberation or reincarnation. Liberation or reincarnation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rekha, Parvani, Archana.
Shibu Amer.
Yes, Rekha.
Body has severe pain, but I'm very grateful to you and the Zoom call. The ABC has helped me a lot, and I'm doing that. It's really, really very grateful I am. I'm following this.
Yeah, but I am doing nothing. I have given you the tips you are following. So be grateful to yourself. Be grateful to the consciousness within. Be grateful to Prabhu. Huh?
Prabhu, yes, I am.
So when
you are Prabhu's instrument, my guru. So I'm getting this from you, na?
Yeah. So I'm saying being grateful to me is okay, but keep on saying Prabhu, 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 Prabhu. तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो, दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. Keep sip on your lip. Keep sip on your lip. Don't lose the grip. Yes. Because if you lose the grip, and you get into fear, worry, stress, anxiety, depression. Yeah.
Yes.
Then somebody told me what to do. I feel like crying. I feel like crying. You feel like crying because you're a slave of the mind. If you're a slave of the mind, you will cry. But if you're in consciousness, you will say, oh Lord, I am good. I am alive. I can bear the pain.
Yes.
So this is the spirit you should have. When Ramakrishna Paramahansa had cancer, he would he would laugh. When Ramakrishna Paramahansa had spasms due to cancer, he would laugh. So be in the cheerful mode. Okay? Rekha, Archana and Krishna. Yes, Archana, have you come before? I'm not sure if I've seen you before. Welcome to the call. What's your question?
Yes, actually, I'm very thankful for my friends occasionally to introduce all this. I'm also interested to have guidance for meditation, how to do meditation. And about prayer, just now you told us, I want to know the power of chanting.
Chanting has got two powers. One power of chanting is chanting becomes a form of meditation. Correct? Suppose you're saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Now this is a form of chanting and it builds bhakti and it gives you dhyana. Bhakti and dhyana. But suppose the same chanting has a meaning, then it also leads you to anubhuti. Suppose the same chanting you say, Prabhu paas hai, दूर नहीं वो प्रभु पास है, आत्मा ही परमात्मा है, दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है. Now the chanting has got two meanings. One, it has got the meaning, the meditation and the dhyana, but it also gives jnana. So it depends on what you are chanting and how you are chanting. So, but there's a lot of benefits. Some people, they do this Buddhist chanting. क्या करते हैं? कौन करता है? Ringing your, I'm not very good at this. Many people do this Buddhist chanting, right? Mindfulness chanting or something they call it. Now that stills the mind. It engages the mind. It stops the mind from wandering. Some people, Archana, they are looking at the breath. Have you heard? You've seen people that are doing. So all these are methods. All these are methods to engage the mind, to still the mind, and they have got these benefits. Okay. And Archana, though, the answer is muted. I hope you have got your answers. You just see if Archana wants to say something else, and we move to Krishna. Anything else, Archana? You want to ask anything else?
Yes, yes. Actually, if I decided to chant some like Gayatri mantra, but I'm very useful of doing Ganesh mantra sometimes. What happens? Whatever I decide to chant, automatically I go to Ganesh mantra only.
No
It
problem.
happens.
No problem. But what will happen by chanting the mantra? Suppose you're chanting the mantra every day. What
That's
happens?
what I want to know. That's
You
what I
have
want.
to go beyond the mantra. You have to go beyond mantra.
Yeah, because still now I have not mastered on meditation. For meditation also I have to put some tape, then only I can do.
Because the mind is wandering. If you
Exactly.
don't have the tape, the mind is going there, the mind is going
Yes.
there. So that's why coming to this call, I think you've come before or first time you're coming to this call.
Before also I came, but not regularly.
So attend this call. It's
Yes,
like a
sure.
meditation. If you
Yes.
attend this call, you ask questions, you follow what we speak in this call, everybody benefits. Even if I attend this call, I benefit. We all benefit in this call. So this will help you in the spiritual journey. It's not a one-day course. It's
Yes.
not like if you go to learn mathematics, in one day, can you learn mathematics in one day?
No.
How can you learn mathematics in one day? You learn 2 plus 2, 4 today. Then you learn 3 multiplied by 3 equals 9. Then you learn 1000 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 1 lakh. So that all happens it's a process. You please attend and you will learn and you will grow in the journey. Okay? Thank you. We have Krishna and Bala. Krishna.
Shivoham, sir.
Yes, Krishna.
Question is on meditation again. So when you say meditation is calming mind and it's in a way absence of thoughts, right?
Yeah.
But
The goal is absence of thoughts.
Yeah. And can I ask you, is spiritual progress when you have lesser thoughts inside you is a sign of your spiritual awakening or progress? Yes?
No. Meditation is one of the first steps. So Krishna, if I am not in a state of consciousness, if I'm in a state of thought, then can I become a jnani? Can I become a yogi? I can't become a jnani and yogi. So in this journey of a mumukshu and a jigyasu, in the first 2 steps, you know the steps that lead to a jnani. Even jnani you can become, but you cannot become a yogi without meditation.
Right. Yeah, so my question is not exactly this. Yesterday, because you were asking us to go into a self-discovery or, who am I? So that is not meditation, right? That is because I felt contemplation means you are doing a focused thought. So again, it is
how can you do contemplation? How can you do contemplation without the basis of meditation?
Yes, yes. So my question to you is, so again, when you're doing who am I, it's the thinking process only, Is it?
It is not thinking, it is reflecting.
It is?
There's a difference. It is reflecting. Thinking, you do not have control of the thought. In reflecting, you have a control on the thought. You are not reflecting when you are in consciousness. Sorry, you are not thinking when you're in consciousness. You are reflecting. You are thinking when you're in the mind state. When you're in the mind state, you have control of your thought. Krishna, can you control your thoughts?
No.
The thought, you're thinking about contemplation, and then you're thinking about contemplation. I have to call Vanita. I have my husband told to do. I have got to go to Trivandrum. Oh, my ticket has got to be cancelled. How do you control it?
Actually, before coming to the call, I didn't know the difference between mind and consciousness. उस time भी जब thought नहीं है, when I do a focused thought or contemplation, I thought my mind is doing it.
No, but now you understand, right? Now you understand the moment there is no thought, then in consciousness, your intellect is discriminating. When the intellect is discriminating, it is not thought, it is contemplation, it is discrimination. And I hope what I'm saying is not confusing. I hope it's very clear, right? And what I'm saying is
not. So when you said to go on a self-discovery of who am I, it is you're doing a reflection or you're doing an.
So for that you have to still the mind. Suppose you say, who am I? Correct? The mind will tell you, hey, go let that fellow die, man. Who am I? Nonsense fellow talking rubbish. Let him go and answer the question. Let us go watch India playing New Zealand. I am not bothered about who am I and who I want to know how many. I want to know whether Virat Kohli finished 100 man, whether Virat Kohli finished 50th century, he has broken Sachin Tendulkar. I'm not interested in who am I. Now who's this? So I'm a cricket lover. That's why when cricket news comes, sometimes I listen. But it doesn't take me. I don't get carried away. When I look at people playing cricket, bat and ball, I start thinking, what's wrong with them? See, as long as you're in the mind state, you say, oh, it's a good sport. You see, it's India, it's versus New Zealand, it's a World Cup. But the moment you're spiritual, you start thinking, joker loge, kya kar rahe? If I see cricket, I start thinking the bowler is Prarabdha Karma and the batsman is Agami Karma. Even my thought goes into something else. Because you're so focused in the purpose of this journey called life. You're so focused in peace. You're so focused in having eternal bliss and consciousness. So did I take you away from your question? I don't know where you started and where we ended.
Right, because after yesterday I was thinking in one more actually मुझे ये भी पूछना था because you said now even when you meet strangers and you have an opportunity to talk to them and but sometimes मुझे लगता है कि who am I is such a profound question which I myself have not realized, so it is okay to put them into that question.
You not realize who are you? Are you Krishna?
Yes, sir, but not 24/7. I go into the mind state very easily.
We are not talking about 24/7. We are just planting the seed in their head. Okay. Our job, see, Dr. Krishan told me, he asked me to give a whole recipe. Dr. Krishan told me, give a recipe of enlightenment. Can I give a recipe of enlightenment? Can I give like that?
That's more than, because I don't know to how many I have shared ABCD and all, people take it so easily. And even to my spiritual masters, they have asked me to, WhatsApp. I've given this ABCD to many.
No, so everybody will relate to something. For example, I'm telling you, tell somebody cricket, bowling is Prarabdha Karma and batting is Agami Karma. Many people will relate to it. But will it help?
The problem which I encountered today, the minute I say who am I, because everybody little spiritual, they know it is related to Ramana Maharshi. Oh, Ramana Maharshi, that is not for us. It's immediately, it becomes.
Say, I'm not talking about Ramana Maharshi. Say, just ask, are you Ramesh? You are Ramesh Balsom. You are Ramesh Balsom means, are you Ramesh Balsom? Your name is Ramesh Balsom. Were you Ramesh Balsom when you were born? So you need to have your, if you want, we can have one more session on that. But yesterday, that's why when the session came, nobody asked how to proceed in that session. So maybe if you have time today or tomorrow, ask me again. Tomorrow, of course, there's no call. Am I right, Administrator? Is the call cancelled tomorrow or day after tomorrow? I don't know. I think tomorrow there's no call. So they will put up the poster. There is no call. And here it comes. Ask AiR cancelled on Thursday, 16th November. I hope it is. It is, I don't know the date, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So with that note, so my point is that let us see, this was specifically if you want to get into a conversation with somebody who wants to start spirituality, only one question. And don't go to Ramana Maharishi's level of explaining. Then you need to first explain basic, what we teach in this call. Who am I? Am I the body? Where was the body when you were born 9 months before? There was no body. One day body will die. People say you passed away. Who is that fellow who passed away? So stick to the simple. Ramana Maharishi had his own way of very elevated. We are talking simple stuff. Any donkey will understand. Sorry to say, anybody can understand what we are talking. Thank you. Krishna, Bala, Komal, Sukeshni, Rekha, Rajendra. Bala.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, in the past, whatever desires I had planted, whatever desires XYZ, those now I have the space, I have everything. Now those desires are coming up like anything, Guruji. I don't know why it is happening. From yesterday, it is what we say. तू ये करना चाहती थी ना, तो फिर अभी क्या हुआ? Do that and finish it that. So again, I am getting disturbed कि ऐसा क्यों होता है?
माइंड बोल रहा है, माइंड को बोलो चुप करके बैठो तुम.
पर गुरुजी
discriminate with the intellect. वो क्या आप करना? I'm only asking one question. जो आपके जो डिजायर है, जो माइंड बोलता है करना है, आप करना चाहती है नहीं करना चाहती है?
I want to fulfill those desires, Guruji.
Then do. Then what's the problem? अच्छा डिजायर तो फिर fulfill. अच्छा है डिजायर तो fulfill करो.
Material is also coming in the way, no, Guruji, for the realization.
Discriminate. If the desire is taking you away from your goal, drop it. If your desire, if the thought is a positive thought, take it. Don't decide from mind point of view. Decide from intellect point of view. Komal. Thank you. Komal.
Thank you, Guruji.
Don't do mind. Don't decide by mind. Mind should never decide. Only intellect should decide. Komal.
Yes. Namaste, everybody. Sivoham. My question is, like yesterday we were discussing about how to give spirituality to people. Like with this question, who am I? I want to ask how to give it to the children and from which age group we can give. How to give it to small children.
Spirituality for children. The book has all the stories. With children, you have to give stories.
Okay.
And I'm writing a new novel in December. I'm writing a new novel in December for
stories. So there will be many stories. So which story to start from? Like we had one, just one sentence. Who am I?
In the book, have you got the book? Have you got the book Spirituality for Children?
I have not got.
Download it on Google Play, free. Download.
Okay. No, that book will have many stories. Like there is only one line. There are 3 words for adults.
There are 50. No. That doesn't work with children. With children, there are 50 stories. You please go through the story. Whichever story appeals to you, you please tell them. And tell me, give me feedback. Please come back to me and give me feedback. It's working or not. Just if you press the button now, in 1 minute, you'll have the book. Google Play, Spirituality for Children by AiR, Atma and Ravi. Download the book, please.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you need a hard copy, let us know. But first, download the book. Sukeshni, Rekha, Parvani, Rajendra. 3 more questions for today.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, it is.
Basically, yesterday I started the question with my husband. Of course, he keeps listening to the call. Doesn't come in the call, but he keeps listening. So first of all, I did, I bought to the CPU and all. Then I asked about who are, what's your name? And then he's saying, see, I want to live a very simple life. I don't want to get into this. If you ask me to play cricket, I will play. Right now he's watching cricket. So it was like I was stuck there that time, but I said, okay, let's go right now.
So Sukeshni, what can you do?
Yeah.
This is just like the mother who wants to teach the child, and the mother is very anxious. The child has its own karma. Correct. The mother can teach the child by doing her best, but by becoming anxious about the child's future, can you be, don't mind me saying, even if your husband is still, if your husband has got his own karma, he wants to do good karma, and he's enjoying his life, and he's watching cricket, and he's not harming anybody, he's better than 80% of the people who are harming others.
Yeah, actually.
But you keep on trying. to influence him. Who knows, he will be enlightened before you. I cannot say.
Yes, yes. Very true.
But you can, a person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. You cannot force somebody into spirituality. If you please just don't slip. Many people who, one person was on this call. I told that person, what happened? I said, from 3 months, you are coming every day, every day, every day. Last 1 month, you are not there. That lady told me, sir, you told me to pull my husband in the call. No, I went to pull my husband to the call, and he pulled me out of the call. So no, I don't come to the call at all because my husband has pulled me out of the call. What can I do? Can I do anything?
Always allows me to listen because he also listens. But like you said, I won't force. Yeah.
Don't force. And you, whoever new people who want to ask you what are you doing occasion. Now the new lady Archana is your friend, I believe.
Yeah.
And how she listened and how she has joined the call.
She had come 2 times, and but I don't know, some other urgency or something.
Let me tell you all one thing. If Sukeshini brought Archana on the call, it is a great karma yoga. If you want karma yoga, if you want to do good karma yoga, there can be nothing greater than bringing somebody on this call. To me, it's a great karma yoga. So you should always try to bring as many people on the path of God realization. Thank you, Sukeshini. Rekha and Rajendra, 2 more questions before we close. Rekha, Rajendra. Rekha, are you there? Rajendra, please give Rajendra. Rekha is not there. Rajendra, yes. Rajendra, and then Rekha.
Sir, can I speak?
Yes, Rajendra, bolo.
When we say who am I, if I give it my own words, then I feel it is self introspection to be done in absence of mind.
But the people whom you're talking who are new to the subject, they will only answer with mind. They have to answer with mind, not with consciousness. तो जो नया बंदा है उनको पूछो who am I? Then they will say I am Kamat, Mr. Kamat. Say then you have to ask, Kamat is not you, your name is Kamat. When you were born, you were not Kamat.
Then you are,
हाँ, तो ये माइंड से ही पूछना है. तो आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
This is personal experience. That is why I'm using the word introspection, because when I sit in meditation, then when mind slows down, when my mind slows down, I feel that that calmness and that I am in awareness. Then I start laughing with myself and think, who am I? Why I'm doing this? A lot of self introspection. Why should I do this? Why am I doing this? Like that. In that state of mind, I feel I am putting all these questions to me.
Rajendra, you have to reach that level, that anubhuti, that I am Atma in Rajendra. Then this question will leave you.
Yes.
I am asking you the question. क्या आप अपने आप को डेली पूछते हैं क्या कि 2 + 2 = how much? आप पूछते हैं?
It is the yes, it's a reality for me now.
नहीं. Do you ask 2 + 2
No,
क्या
I
है?
don't.
Why
No.
you don't ask?
Because I have realized it.
फिर?
So in the same way, I don't ask my mother that you are my mother. I don't. It is all realized.
Good. तो जब तक वो अनुभूति नहीं आती है, you should sit in silence and you should say, कौन मैं हूँ सच में, मैं आत्मा हूँ या तन मन बुद्धि हूँ, ढूंढता था मैं जब तक एहसास हो गया मुझको, कौन मैं हूँ, कौन मैं हूँ, who am I? Very important, and this bhajan sometimes can help you. शांत में बैठने से मालूम होगा कि कौन हूँ मैं, ये बदन मिट मिट्टी है नहीं मैं, कुछ और हूँ मैं. So this is the contemplation. This is very important. ये सब मैंने 5-6 साल पहले, 10 साल, 15 साल पहले किया. अभी मैं नहीं करता हूं बिकॉज एहसास हो गया. तो प्लीज कंटिन्यू टिल यू आर सो क्लियर कि उसका. आई रिमेंबर द एग्जांपल आई गिव यू वेरी फनी ना. 2+2 में पूछता नहीं हूं, मुझे एहसास हो गया. मेरी माँ कौन है मैं नहीं पूछता, मुझे तो मालूम है. ऐसे यू नीड टू रीच दैट पॉइंट. थैंक यू. लास्ट क्वेश्चन, रेखा परवानी.
Shivoham AiR.
यस रेखा. रेखा.
Now I'm going to pray. I want wish for my children. Now I will pray to Sip that bring my children into this spiritual path. I want wish for them.
No, okay. You cannot. Yeah, you can tell. Oh Lord, I pray that you will give my children the opportunity to come into the path.
Yes. Yes.
Sip will not bring them into the spiritual path.
Yes.
Sip is not a JCB. Sip is not here to pick rocks and take it from here. Sip is not a tractor.
Yes. Sir.
Don't give job of tractor to Sip.
Yes, I will ask him to help them to
Tell Sip, my dear Sip, please
realize.
Please give my children opportunity, my dear Sip. Please give opportunity. Please.
Yes.
You can ask. Then
Yes,
if Sip give the opportunity, that's up to Sip.
Yes.
So my dear friends, tomorrow I'm in a
Thank
flight.
you.
Thank you. And I will see you day after tomorrow at 7:30. But till then, like Rajendra asked, contemplate. कौन मैं हूँ, कौन मैं हूँ, कौन मैं हूँ. With folded hands, I bow down to you.